I remember that series. I was there in that series. The previous series that we played, 2018-19, he was the best batsman on that tour. And that was the first time in, I think, 70 years, India won a test series in Australia. So that was a great feeling. And I remember when we toured the next time, 2021, one thing, whenever I had chats with the Australian players, they just kept saying one thing, common amongst everyone, that they hated bowling to him. The reason, of course, you get 100 in 120 balls, they prefer that, rather than getting 100 in 300 balls. So that is what Puji was doing for us. You know, all these guys, I could see at the end of the day, the shoulders were dropping, the energy was not there, and he played a big part in, you know, toiling those bowlers and wearing them down. People will talk about, yes, of course, the blows, the gritty 50s, 70s, 80s that he got. But most importantly, I think what he was doing was holding that one end so strong where you know that nobody can go past that, right? And Rishabh Pant on the other side could do what he could do. And eventually what both of them did worked out for the team.
You know, he took those blows, terrific innings that, and India won. You took those blows, but you also got scolded by the daughter. So I won't let them talk about it because you're going to discover what young Aditi said to... You want to talk about that? Or do we let that be a secret? Okay, we'll let that be. It's a beautiful line that Aditi said to her father. Find out more about that in the book. But the Aussies were so fed up of this man that they ended up sledging the family. The family ko kaun sledge karta hai yaar? She's going to grow up to hate Justin Langer. Again, that's something we're not going to reveal.
Hate is a strong word. We don't
dislike. The Pujaras don't hate anyone.
Yeah.
But there is something that Justin Langer said to Pooja. What that is, you can find out. I believe we've run out of time. But finally, I mean, I have a lot more to ask, but I've been told we've run out of time. Finally, this is for the three of you. You've seen this man from different lenses, as a coach, as a captain, as a colleague, as a player, as a husband. Is there one thing that you would tell him to change about himself? He's a stubborn man, doesn't change easily. Rohit, you want to go first or do we go to Pooja?
There is a list. I'm very sure there is a list coming.
No, I don't think I would want to tell him to change anything. He's perfect in his own way, and that is what makes him special. He's obviously developed a very new habit of being a watch fanatic, which we keep chatting about quite a lot. But other than that, I don't think I'm going to tell him anything unless I feel there needs to be. But I don't think so.
Anyway?
I agree with Rohit. I think, the time that I have spent with Puji and knowing him and how dedicated he is to the family and, family man, it's not easy, the sacrifices that the family goes through, wives go through. I think you can all read in this book about how Pooja has brought out that aspect. Not many people recognize that. As cricketers, we know the difficulties that the wives go through. My wife had to bring up 3 children, so it was not easy. She had to miss a lot of matches. In fact, I think she's seen a lot more matches after I retired than my own matches. So it's quite challenging. For Puji, I don't want to say anything. I think he should enjoy, the time that he is having with cricket. And I know he also now picks up the mic, which I enjoy. I watched him or heard him speak during the Australia series. It was really refreshing because you need more players, current players, to also pick up the mic and then say what they feel about the game, because the game has changed over the years, and it's nice to get a refreshing voice. And I'd like to just wish him all the very best. And Pooja, you've done a great book. I've read it. I don't want to say things. I know exactly what you mean when you ask that question. Let it be a secret. but it's been wonderful to be a part of this journey, and thank you so much for having us here.
Now, all yours, Pooja. Go for it. Bring out that list.
We are running out of time. We'll do it in person.
Have you? I'm pretty sure it's not written in the book. Is there anything regarding that West Indies tour of India A 2012? What happened?
The mugging incident.
Why not?
When I was, that can't be. I haven't told. I mean, she's aware, but she's not. She doesn't have the details. Yeah, you can.
नहीं रोहित भाई आप बताओ.
मेरे साथ हुआ था, तू बता यार.
So when I went out with one of the physios, so I'm a vegetarian, so we were looking for a vegetarian meal at night, and it was in TNT, where we went out at 11 in the evening. So we didn't find the meal, but when we were walking back, I was mobbed. I can't tell you in detail about it, but that's the story is referring to. So I've told you a little bit about it. I was mobbed, and I don't want to get into the details about it because
We want to, sir. This is a filtered out version. आप बताओ.
Moral of the story: sometimes he can be stubborn. We told him, we warned him, don't go in the night. 9 बजे के बाद रात को बाहर मत निकलना. ये वेस्ट इंडीज है, ये इंडिया नहीं है. बट ये फिर भी गया, तो ये हुआ उसके साथ.